The MTZ Interceptor is one of the best long-range weapons in Modern Warfare 3, and it is not close. It outperforms most sniper rifles at distance because it has a one-shot kill potential that goes to an ungodly distance, and even close range, it is one of the best guns in the game because you can hit 2 shots by accident and the enemy will no longer be with us. The worst part is, I think the MTZ Interceptor's got a nerf since the last time I made a video on it, and has that made the weapon worse at all? Absolutely not. This thing is still ridiculous. Talk about the class in a sec. I upload every day. Like and sub down below if you enjoy the class or the video, but let's look at those attachments. Starting off today with an attachment that I don't necessarily think is really necessary, but it definitely makes the gun more fun to use. The 20-round magazine. You have 10 by default. This doubles your ammo count. Next up for me is going to be the optic slot. I have on the SZ-SR07 optic. You can pick whichever optic you like. Realistically, I think this one is the best one for this style of weapon, considering it's not really a sniper, but it's not really an assault rifle either. To the laser, I have on the FSSOV laser. Aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed are necessary here because there aren't really a lot of attachments on this weapon that do either of those, let alone both. So this attachment is really good, plus the aiming stability with a precision weapon is elite. Underbarrel is going to be the DR6 hand stop. Again, this is another attachment where we get both aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed, and this is one of the better choices for the underbarrel because you don't really need a lot of recoil control because this gun's fire rate is so slow. And the final attachment I'm running is the MTZ Blackthorn barrel. Bullet velocity and range and aiming idle sway. This is the better of the 2 barrel options because if we come into the stats, it increases the effective damage range and the bullet velocity by an insane amount, and it doesn't really hurt your handling, which is what I was really worried about, as opposed to the other barrel, which doesn't do as much good and it actually hurts you more. Some of you might not like the fact that the laser shows up whenever you're ADS, so if that's the case, take off the laser, come into the stock, and use the Bruin Archangel Mark II stock. It is the only other attachment I can really recommend that does any amount of benefit that would be noticeable. Alright, we're revisiting the MTZ Interceptor today because it's just about that time. But the game tonight has just been super... I don't even know what the correct word would be, game has been annoying the hell out of me tonight. But I guess I deserve it, so whatever. The MTZ Interceptor is honestly one of the best guns in the game, although I do think it got a nerf at some point. Still 1 shots to the head though, which is nice. Are they gonna spawn out? Teammates, you guys are getting a little too aggro. Come back, guys. We're gonna put them in stupid places. They're gonna spawn in dumb places now, guys. Come back. What's going on, guys? Editor Tuck here. A little bit after that exact part, my microphone audio started going a little goofy because I guess it wasn't plugged in completely, so there were parts you could hear fine, there were parts that you couldn't hear at all, and then there were parts that were going in and out like someone was lagging in a Discord call. Basically, the only thing I really went on to talk about in this game was the MTZ, how it's still a 2-tap kill even after the nerf I think it got. I didn't fact-check that. I still haven't fact-checked that. I think at some point it did get a nerf, though, but it didn't really impact the weapon. I talked about how if you hit headshots, it's just stupid and it's the best sniper rifle in the game. And then at some point, I went on like a 2-minute rant about how people still use MCWs and pubs every day and don't get bored by it, which... that's just insane to me. Like, I get bored using the meta weapon in ranked play every day, and I just don't understand how people do it in pubs every day, but here we are. So that's basically how the rest of the video would have went if you could hear what I was saying, except for the points where I was going on streaks and I had them in spawn traps, and I was talking about how I was hiding from them while I reloaded because I was scared and I needed an adult to help me, but... beyond that, you didn't really miss much beyond, like, my talking points on how the MTZ is just stupid, it's really good, and then, yeah, just don't flip spawns on high-rise. That's really all I had to say. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there so you didn't think I just completely stopped talking, but nah, we're fine. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'll talk to you in the next video. A pizza.
Bravo.